get a G-check in, bro. I got a G-check, Fred. Fred's trying. Yo, Fred.
Hold on, we're live.
Are we live right now?
Yeah.
Sorry for trying to find out this way. Sorry, I have to find out. Sorry, you're gonna find out when I'm gonna G-check you when I see you.
So you had.
You get G-checks, son. All right, are we recording right now?
All right, hold on. Let me hit record.
All right, I'll kick it off.
Are you going live or no?
Yeah, I'll probably go live in a minute.
Maybe I'll go live later. I don't know if I'm gonna go live right away. Cause you know when you go live right away, like you start losing.
Right.
I'll go live later.
What's going on? You're listening to the Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump of the podcast game. Bloodstained Lane and FU. I'm over here feeling glorious. I'm wearing about $6,000 worth of clothes on. I got the Yeezys on, Vintage Supreme, Cazals. I got the exclusive made by Pablo Party Thieves. How many of these did you make?
I think we made like 50.
50. So there's only 48 of you who have them because I stole another one. I'm holding it for 10 years and selling it down the line.
What's up, you low-life schleps? This is Bloodstained Lane, aka the Holy Heel. Straight from work. We're still fresh. Cartier frames. Actually, scratch that. Gazelle frames. $12,000 chain around the neck. Cuban link. What can I say? I am the fucking man. Alright? And we got special guest A1 with us.
Yo, what up, man? I can't believe I came back, yo. I don't know why I came back, man, but these are my guys right here, you know.
Why do you keep coming
I don't
back?
know. It's just coincidence.
Why do you keep
I didn't
coming-
even know today was a
Why do you want
podcast.
to subject yourself to this dreadful experience? We got the CEO of Made by Pablo.
Yes.
Tony.
He's president and vice president, CEO, COO, CFO,
I'm everything.
and
Intern.
jerk
And
job.
intern.
And intern.
Go for Made by Pablo.
Soon to be Brooklyn resident.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Takashi's hood.
Takashi, right? Takashi 6ix9ine, the king of New York's hood.
Soon to be evicted.
What's going on, F?
Chilling,
It's been a
man.
while since we did an episode, you know what I mean? Lots going on in the sports world, in the regular world. What's been going on with you, though?
I'm just working, man. Just working, trying to save money. Like I was telling you before, man. I'm throwing my daughter a Sweet 16, and that shit is expensive, man. That shit is expensive for all you dads out there, all you moms and dads. Listen, you better save up your money, man. This shit's like a wedding. I'm telling you. So I just been working overtime, man. Just working.
Who do you got performing at this Sweet 16?
I'm gonna have Tragedy Gaddafi. He's gonna perform Blood Type, and I also
The
I
homie
made-
Nems.
I made an offer to Tekashi 6ix9ine to come out and do Fifi. But he's not gonna perform. He's just gonna suck an ice cream cone like a fucking dildo, like he does in the video.
How's your summer been overall? We're pretty much done with summer. How's your summer been? You know what I mean? Has it been?
Yo, it's
good?
fucking, it's disgusting in New York City, man. For our listeners who
Wow.
aren't from New York,
Humidity's
yeah,
wild.
it's like 90% humidity,
Right.
95. And you know, I don't normally complain about it because I hate the winter. I prefer the summer, but it's just been fucking brutal out there.
Very, very humid.
You work outside.
Oh, I'm working outside. I'm on
Right.
a special program right now in speed bump installation. So I'm dealing with asphalt too. I'm dealing with hot asphalt. I'm melting out there. I'm making the money, but it's brutal. But overall, I gotta be honest with you, my summer's been pretty uneventful this year. It's been an uneventful 2018. I haven't really done much. I've just been working, you know, saving up money, trying to move on, trying to live my best life. Trying to live my best life, and yeah. Other than that, I mean, like you know, just maintain it, man. You know what I mean? We're back with episode 19 of Silk Shirts and Fast Hands. You know what I mean? Like, so we got a lot to talk
I mean,
about.
why do we have to work overtime? Is what I understand. Why don't you send us every episode? I'm telling you, send us money, and then every episode I come in. And for some reason, it's shittier. We lose another mic. There's less things in the fucking. It's like an empty fucking place. What's going on? When are we gonna set up this GoFundMe?
This place is what I imagine like Dr. Kevorkian's clinic looks like. Every time I come here, I get pressed. Like,
The lighting is
the
low.
lighting is low. It's just like a real like.
I mean, at least there's window. Nah, never mind.
No windows.
Come on, Luis.
It smells like fucking George's jockstrap. Like he just left his clothes. Hey,
There we go.
there
Got
you
we
some
got
lighting
light.
here. It
Now
feels
I
a
can
little
put on-
better.
now I can put on my
Feels-
shades.
Feels a little better, but yeah, I mean, you know, we're on episode 19. You know, we have to probably be the most what's the word I want to use? Unreliable podcast in the market. We've been doing this since August 2016 and only produced 19 episodes. That is pretty bad.
Yeah, but how many podcasts can say all their episodes are classics? Not
Exactly.
Many. Every single
the
episode.
trying to think about the
It's
episode.
really been
That is
since 2016.
August
You're
Yeah.
lying.
August 2016.
Lying.
We did 19, 2 years. We only
I don't
did 19
believe
episodes.
this shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
19
that's
That's not even
crazy,
one
man.
episode a month.
No, we
For
took
like-
a long hiatus.
Yeah.
We took a long hiatus, and then Bloodstain met a girl, almost quit the fucking show because of her, and fucking broke up with her like 2 months later.
Well, okay, so first of all, listen. Before we go into that, all right.
Before we
We're
go
gonna set up a
into-
GoFundMe account. We need you, jerk jobs, to fund me and F
Yeah.
consumerism. And you know, we got more sneakers to cop, more
Right.
Supreme, more Bathing Ape, more, you know, all the
Of course.
latest drops.
That shit ain't
Oh,
cheap.
and made by Pablo.
Definitely.
All right, so we're gonna set up that GoFundMe account, and you know,
Yeah, can we
donate.
set that up today, Tony?
Set that up
Definitely.
today.
Yeah, we can
So,
sell
and
it.
donate money, you cheap fucks.
Yeah,
All right, now
come
back to what you were saying before. What the fuck are you talking about?
Listen,
what the fuck?
There
are
was
you
a moment
talking
in
about?
time, you can back me up, Tony, that Bloodstain fell in love with a girl, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not shitting on you for it at all. But then, like, all of a sudden, like, a couple weeks later, I think I gotta quit the show. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here? You go out with...
Was this recently? This is the last girl I was saying?
Yeah.
So let's break this down real quick before we go into the topics, all right?
Tony, am I lying?
I'm
No, you're
gonna
not
give you
lying.
the cold hard truth right now.
All right.
Okay? I met this girl at some like Christian function, all right? And to be honest with you, I didn't really have feelings for her. I didn't really like. I wasn't captivated by her at all. I thought she was interesting because she knew like a lot of the stuff that I'm into, like in terms of theology. But I recognized from the get-go that she wasn't really the one for me. But I went with it because of other aspects that she brought to the table, like her being a homeowner, her having a good job. So I was looking at her as a way on out to better my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, I gotta be honest. I know it's a dirtbag move, and I was looking to, you know, just coattail on her success.
Okay.
I mean, my life has been a complete shit show. You know what I mean? With, you know, all the child support I pay and all the drama I've dealt with women in the past. So I'm like, this is my shortcut. This girl got a house. I'll tag along. I'll own a house. You know what I mean? So that's what it was, more of a materialistic thing. And I know it's wrong and disgusting, but it's the truth.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the way.
No.
I was more impressed by,
What she accomplished.
yeah, and she was a pretty girl. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, she was very
beautiful.
cute,
She was
yeah.
a beautiful girl, but there was something there from me talking to her that knew that she wasn't who she said she was. And like I said, it was more, and I put her over based on the materialistic and worldly success she had with jobs and mortgages and house. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna ride her coattails, and I'm gonna be a homeowner because of her.
You should have had BSL Junior say, "I wish you were my mommy."
Now we're gonna get to that. All right, so guys, you know, I have a daughter now.
Oh, we gotta clap it up.
I have a 9-year-old daughter. She's Guyanese, West Indian. And, you know,
She was born 9.
You know, I got.
She was born 9 years old.
I've been friends with her mom for a long time. And me and the mom just started recently talking, and you know, but that's it. I am now a father. I have now a son and a daughter. So.
What you got BSL Junior,
And
you got this little girl, and Freddie Trash Can.
Freddie Hands,
Right.
who was
G-check?
just recorded just now, me saying I'm gonna G-check him. And Freddie Trash Hands, all I'm gonna say is, get your fucking mind right. You're pushing my fucking buttons. And I know you listen to the show sometimes. But I'm gonna see you later and I'm gonna G-check you, just to let you know. Alright.
Why does Freddie Trash Can Hands listen sometimes? He should
Freddie
listen
Trash
to
Hands
every
don't even have a fucking home. How's he listening?
let alone a fucking SoundCloud.
Freddie Trash Can Hands is fucking in some dumpster right now. Listen. Alright, so
Can we
All right.
talk about sports?
Hold on, let's we gotta go around the table. Hey, how's your summer been? What's been going on with you?
It's been boring, man. Regular shit.
Yeah, it's been a really
Most exciting shit was
summer.
just the podcast, son.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Nice. This
Ain't
podcast.
going nowhere, nothing. Yeah, this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
it's been a non-eventful summer for me too. I mean, things are starting to get a little interesting for me now with this whole thing that's happening with me. But for the most part, it's been I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go away at the end of the month, but that got canceled.
Where are you going?
I was gonna rent a lake house in Maine,
Nice.
but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm probably gonna wait till like maybe Christmas time and you know maybe go to Pennsylvania, have like a Christmas out in Pennsylvania or something like that. But yeah, I mean I haven't done anything. What about you, Tom? What's going on with you? We got some exciting news. So
Yeah, we
let's
heard
talk
some
about
great
it.
news.
I mean,
today.
Let's get it in.
Other than the clothes that I've been working on, the jackets. I mean, it's been a pretty short summer.
These jackets are fire, by the way.
And the bag
And
too.
the
The
bag.
bag is
Show the
crazy.
bag. Show the bag on your live. Show the bag right now on YouTube. This bag is fire. This bag is fire. The stitching is
It's
great.
like it's a travel bag for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely because it's huge on the inside. It's not like a book bag for books.
I'm gonna put this on my Instagram right
It's
now.
it's dope. The stuff that's coming out from Pablo this next season is fire.
It's good for organ harvesting too.
Right. If you're going,
It's
if
good
you're
for
going-
stashing a couple heads.
If you wanna, it fits 2.5 kidneys max. Yeah.
And it won't even spill because it's fine leather, so the
It's
blood won't
red
spill
too,
out.
so yeah.
Nah, it's really dope, man. Like I was saying, look, at the end of the day, somebody talks shit, use it as a weapon. You fucking
Exactly.
swing it at the head.
So we got some new drops, jackets dropping.
New drops,
Yeah, is
jackets,
fire.
couple new hats or a few new hats. I think it's gonna be like 4 or 5 new hats, 4 new jackets. Hopefully that book bag. But I mean, other than that, it's been a pretty short summer for me. Like
Yeah.
it just felt like a breeze, to be honest.
You know what it is? It's just, you know, as you get, I haven't even been to the beach this year, man.
Me neither.
I'll tell you what, last weekend, Sunday, I was like, babe, let's go to the beach. I swear to God, we packed up the car, had the cooler, we were on our way to get ice and beer and shit. And like, on our way to get ice and beer, I was like, you know, I don't want to fucking sit in that traffic, man. That traffic, to Rockaway or to Jones Beach, I'm like, fuck this bullshit. We wound up going to a pool, man. We paid $20 to get into this fucking joke job pool and shit with a bunch of fucking, you know, a bunch of people who think they're superstars and shit.
Where at?
And,
Where's the
right,
pool?
right here in Queens. I'm not even gonna big them up because, you know, it gave me a shitty vibe. You been
Oh,
to
the
Spa
story?
Castle before?
Nah.
Oh, you went to Spa?
No, we didn't go to Spa Castle, but it was just as shitty.
Oh.
It made me feel just as shitty as being in Spa Castle. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what Spa Castle is, basically it was a spa with a bunch of small like jacuzzis, hot tubs. You know what I mean? That you can go in with your friends, but it's basically dick soup that you're sitting in. You know what I mean? And it was just a bunch of people's oil, like people were all oiled up to going in there and fucking sniffing coke. People were fucking in the jacuzzis.
That ass?
Yeah, dead ass.
Where's this at, son?
Spa Castle in
Nah,
Queens over here.
just
by-
text me the
what is it,
address.
White
This
Stone?
is the public pool in Brownsville Project. It's gotta go to the Spa Castle.
You never been to Spa Castle?
No, man. This was
Oh, you went to Astoria
Gross.
pool. That's where you went.
Nah, I did go to Astoria Pool though. Actually, with Late Night. What's up, Late Night? He had a barbecue. That was actually way better than Spa Castle, but but I am going. I was just telling the guys I'm going to Greece in September for friends of mine's weddings. That's probably the only eventful thing I'll be doing this summer. But it's post Labor Day, so I guess it doesn't even count as summer. Man, fuck this
Yeah.
summer. This summer
Yeah, this
sucks.
summer was.
F. The
Yeah,
world
I
wants
don't
to know,
remember
are
shit
you
from
living
the
your
summer.
best life?
Hashtag living my best life.
Are you living your best life?
Hashtag fit life. Hashtag every rose has a storm. Hashtag every cloud has a silver
Oh
lining.
my gosh.
Those
Alright,
fucking
so I
hashtags.
mean, let's get into the topics. What are we talking about first?
Hashtag go fuck yourself.
What are we talking about in the realm of sports? What are we
Sports.
getting into right away?
Did you watch the Kovalev Alvarez fight
Yes, I
over the
did.
weekend?
Yes, I did.
This is how I had it pretty even going into the 7th round. Kovalev was getting his shots off, but Alvarez's jab was killing Kovalev, man. And then in the 7th round, if you don't know, Kovalev got knocked down pretty devastatingly 3 times. And after the 3rd time, the ref called it, and he looked pretty bad. I mean, after the fight, he did come out and say, you know, he wasn't hurt that bad, but it looked bad.
Yeah, it looked bad.
It looked bad. And the discussion around here is it over? Is Kovalev done?
Well, okay, what I'm gonna say is this. It seems like in the world of boxing, when a guy loses a fight, everybody wants to say he's done and over with. You know what I'm trying to say? Did Kovalev look like a shot fighter that night? I think he did. But I would like to see one more
Yeah,
fight.
one more. That's what I'm
to
saying.
Confirm it. I hate throwing guys under the bus because they have
After
a bad
one,
night.
yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
like
you.
doing that. You gotta. He has to. If he could come back and redeem himself, I don't think he's a dumb fighter.
Here's the thing. It was a pretty devastating loss, and then the loss before it was pretty bad. Even though I didn't agree with them stopping the fight with the low blows.
With the low
But the
blows.
reason-
I didn't agree with it, but he was looking bad and he was getting beat that whole fight.
Okay, so anyway, the reason why I say that, 'cause I remember in his prime, Costa Tzu lost to Vince Phillips. Costa Tzu was a killer during his time,
Costa Tzu, one of
and
my
Vince
favorite boxers.
Phillips knocked him out. I think it was the 8th or 9th round. He knocked him out. He just, he got him. And Costa was still young. He was still, you know what I mean? I mean, Sergey is not as young as Costa was during then, but Costa came back and had an incredible run after that.
Right.
Unified the titles, beat everybody, Zab, Sean Bay Mitchell, everybody that was a top guy in his weight class, and he destroyed him and he had a strong run up until the Ricky Hatton fight. So I would like to see one more fight from Kovalev to see if he's a finished fighter.
Mm-hmm.
That fight, he did look like a shot fighter to me.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe he moves up in weight class? Maybe
No.
Goes to cruiserweight.
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's no money in cruiserweight, number one, and there's no real opponents in cruiserweight. But I would like to see him fight another fight. I don't want to say he's done. I just don't think he's gonna reach this pinnacle again because we see his chin is a little suspect, man, against big fighters. And what is he gonna fight? Adonis Stevenson, who probably has the biggest punch in super middleweight, or Curtis Stevenson says he wants to move up and maybe fight him, but even though I think he watches Curtis Stevenson got a strong punch.
Well, I guess one of the top five pound for pound fighters in the world is that cruiserweight Alexander Usyk. He's one of the top 5. Andre was actually talking about coming back to fight this guy. He unified all the titles in the cruiserweight division. So that's actually an interesting fight if Kovalev moves up to test his medal over there. Weight division. It's caught between the heavyweight and light heavyweight divisions. A lot of people bypass it, and
Yeah.
it's not. You said there's no money there.
I watched it when Hay was a cruiser. Another guy, do we think he's done? I mean, I know he announced.
What'd he say?
Yeah, I know he announced his retirement after the fight, right? But do we think really he's a shot fighter?
I would say so. I wouldn't say he's a shot fighter. He's still got some juice left. But if he's checking out, he knows it's time.
It's time.
He's time. I still think Pacquiao got some juice left. I don't think Pacquiao's a shot fighter. I think Pacquiao still got some juice left.
I think he got some juice.
Yeah, he
left.
looked good that
But
night.
I think it's time for him to step down
Well, I think
before it starts
Yeah.
going down.
You gotta leave while you look
I would
good.
like
Right.
to see. I think we're gonna see Loma versus Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Or this is my opinion. We're either gonna see Loma versus Pacquiao,
At catchweight?
or we're gonna see McGregor go back to boxing. McGregor Pacquiao. It's happening.
Listen, McGregor is washed by Pacquiao. That's not even a fight I
An
want to see.
old Pacquiao?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Pacquiao at any time in his career washes McGregor in boxing. I just don't think McGregor should come back to boxing.
So what would you like to see next with Pacquiao?
Yeah, the Lomachenko.
Loma?
If they meet at 140,
Yeah.
they gotta meet at 140.
The thing is, I think that would be his swan song. I think that would be his bowing out, like, fight Loma. I think he loses to Loma, especially at 140. And I think that should be it for him. But I would like to see him fight Loma. I think Lomachenko deserves bigger names and deserves to start coming up even more than he already is. Honestly, I would like to see Pacquiao retire, to be honest with you. I wouldn't like to see him fight again. I want to see him go out on top. I think if he does fight Loma, like I said, it would be his loss. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he loses against Loma as well, but I want to see him go at it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
passing of the torch type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See, I thought he should have gone at it with who's the other fighter that they have? Crawford.
Oh yeah.
That
But
would
the
be
thing is-
perfect
yeah.
passing of the
Yeah,
torch. You
but
know
the
what
thing
I
is
mean?
that he ain't top ranked no more. So like,
Right.
it's not gonna be made as easy
That's
as
right.
before.
That's right. That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
totally forgot about that. When he was top ranked, it would
It
have
should have been made,
That would have been
right.
perfect passing of the torch. You know what I mean? Fight Crawford, and I think he loses to Crawford even now.
Yeah.
Even if they fight now, I think.
What
he
about
loses to Crawford.
so Mikey Garcia fought Robert Easter Jr.
Right, which was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
Very good.
Yeah, that was a
competitive
good fight. That was a
Garcia,
good fucking fight.
Garcia is supposedly his rumblings he wants to fight Errol Spence. I think that's a big mistake.
That's a big mistake.
I think Errol Spence. I think Mikey Garcia is top 10 pound for pound fighter, maybe even top 5. but Errol Spence is just too big. He's too big for him, and he's too slow.
Yo,
Errol
147.
Spence-
Come on,
He's
son.
moving up to weight
Nobody's
class.
fucking
Even
with
Errol
Spence.
Spence is big for 147.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't really. He
moving
shouldn't
up-
really be at
He's moving on
147.
2 weight classes. It's
Yeah,
too
no,
much for him.
I think it's too much.
Errol Spence beats him just based on size alone. Now, if they were both the same size, I would say it'd be a good competitive fight. But I just think Errol takes him. So that's a fight I definitely kind of don't want to see.
Who else is left? What's Mike Garcia at 140
But that
now?
fight shouldn't even have to happen because of who's in the welterweight division.
Right, exactly.
You got mad people.
I was just gonna ask who's in Mikey's division now that he can fight. I know he's looking for the money.
Loma. We got Lomachenko.
Yeah, he could do that. I
Lomachenko.
think he kind of ducking like Lomachenko
Oh, yeah, I
a little
think
bit.
so.
You know what
I
I
think a
mean?
lot of
He
people
don't
duck
want to. He don't
Loma.
want those problems.
Right. I think a lot of people are ducking.
Because
But
Mikey
besides
Garcia,
Loma-
he's great.
Loma,
Exactly.
in that
It's
division.
like you got to go to welterweight or
Right,
something.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, either
But
you
he
fight
shouldn't
Loma-
jump straight to Errol Spence if
No.
you're Mikey Garcia. That's
Yeah,
retarded.
No
man.
way.
That don't even make sense.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
What else?
Danny Garcia is fighting, what's his name?
Sean
Yeah,
Porter.
Sean
Word.
Porter.
That's
What do we
gonna be
think
a
of
good
that?
fight.
It's gonna be interesting, I think.
That's a 50-50 coin flip.
Yeah, that's
I was just
50-50,
gonna say that,
man.
right?
That's a coin flip fight for me.
I was just
I'm
gonna say
gonna
that.
lean Danny.
I'll edge it to Porter.
Porter.
Yeah?
I might lean Danny.
Because
in that one.
Porter is real busy. Man. Like,
Here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
I might lean towards Porter because he has a good strong chin, and he's busier.
Real busy.
And I was never really super impressed with Danny Garcia, man. I mean, he's had
Yeah,
some good,
he got good power.
he's
You know what I
he's
mean?
had some good knockouts that I liked, but there was just nothing crazy that I ever saw about him. Somebody wrote that. I think it was Vinny Paz who retweeted it that somebody wrote Danny Garcia is the greatest Puerto Rican fighter that ever lived.
No,
Yeah.
no, who said that?
And Paz was just laughing.
Who
at
said
him,
that?
like, "You fucking nuts."
His father,
I think
Angel
this- I think
Garcia.
it's a random fan.
Nah,
and I was
you're
like,
bugging.
this
kid.
guy's fucking insane.
All right, and now we're less than a month away, right? Or about a month away from Canelo Triple G. Less than a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And-
And that, there's a lot of shit talk going on between the two. You know what I mean? Especially coming from Abel Sanchez. I've been
Oh,
watching.
what's he been saying? Because I ain't hear
Yeah,
nothing.
he's calling Canelo a fraud, a liar, he's
Right,
lying
right,
to his fans.
There's a lot of talk about like, oh, we eat clean meat over here, all that type of shit.
They gotta talk their shit.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I've been watching Canelo train. He definitely looks a lot leaner.
Lighter, too.
Lighter, and
Lighter.
but he looks faster, and the power's still there.
Oh, he's off the juice.
So I think we're gonna.
So he's leaving.
Yeah.
Listen, he accidentally ate horse meat that contains steroids.
He ate a Whopper.
You're bullshit. Man. It happened to me one time. Listen, Canelo looks lean.
He ate
and
a
Looks
Big Mac
lighter.
with a fucking Cialis.
But I
He
think-
was hard for fucking 4 days. That's what happened.
Now he do look lighter though. Like
Yeah, he does. No, he does.
But he still has the power. When he's hitting the pads, he's still. So I think we're gonna see.
That's hard to tell though. When he's hitting the
I know,
pads, it's hard.
but okay.
The
Based
day
on,
of the fight, we'll be able to
based
tell.
off of what I'm seeing, I think Canelo jacked up for the first fight. He
Right.
wanted that size. I think we're gonna see a different strategy from Canelo.
Yeah, he's
this
working.
fight.
I think he's working more on his like conditioning, stamina.
Conditioning,
right?
You know what I mean?
Conditioning and
Yeah,
speed is
right.
gonna be a factor. Because I think the,
Yeah, I
the
think so.
size. In some of the rounds he was slowing down towards the end.
Because
of the
he don't
rounds.
gotta be mad big. He could absorb punches. He's
Yeah.
good at absorbing punches.
He
Like,
is good at absorbing punches, but here's the thing: when he was bigger, some of those shots delivered by Triple G were looking pretty devastating. I mean, he got wobbled once or twice. He didn't get knocked out or anything. He didn't like he was going down. But in my head, I was like, damn, if Canelo was a little smaller, he might have fucking just got rocked. You know what I'm saying? So are we gonna see that? It's hard to tell. You know what I
it's
mean?
hard to
But
tell.
I'm definitely excited for the
I
fight.
think we're gonna see a more sleek, slick, faster, and more conditioned Canelo in this fight. And I think that might. We'll see.
I think if it goes to the judges, I think Canelo's gonna win.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think it's gonna go to the judges, and I think Canelo's gonna win on
All right,
points
so let's
because he's
let's
faster.
do a final prediction for the fight. Let's do it right now. This is the official prediction for Canelo versus. We don't know if we're gonna do another. Will we do another podcast before then?
Well, we might. It all depends on you, bro.
When is the
You know
fight?
what I mean?
When's the
I
fight?
think I got a
September
lot of
what?
work to- You got a lot of work to do.
It'd be dope if we could do it like a week. When's the fight? What day?
September 5th.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Really
so
that
I don't
soon?
know.
That's crazy.
All right,
If you want, we could do it. Yeah, the week before the fight.
September September
Or
8th.
we can do what we did like last time. Do a post
Right.
fight.
I think a post fight makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a post fight makes sense.
All right. So.
But where we want? Have we decided where we're watching? Are we watching it here?
You want to go somewhere to watch it? You want to watch it there? We can go somewhere. Let's go somewhere.
But where?
Yeah, I think we should go get drinks, like have food or some shit.
Yeah, let's go somewhere. We'll figure. I got a place we can go.
All right.
And a store we can go to. I don't want to give the location right now. 'Cause I don't want these freaks to come looking for us.
Right, no.
I don't want silk shirts and fast hand groupies.
Yeah, no.
All two of them to show up. You know what I mean?
It's not
So,
Spa Castle, right?
What happened?
Let's watch
Podcast.
this podcast. We'll all sit in a fucking hot
For
tub.
some
and watch
reason,
it.
I think F was exaggerating about that story. Guys fucking sniffing coke. It's a fucking.
Look it up. I'm
What
telling
is-
I
what
dare you to
is
look it up
happening?
right now.
Even A was like, this is real? This is a real story?
Look it up. The thing I didn't tell you is, you know how I know? I was one of those guys. I didn't want to tell you that, but
He was talking in third person. That's crazy.
Like,
Oh.
the jacuzzi?
The day before I got oiled up,
Yeah.
I bought a bag of Coke, I went in there, and that's what I did. I came in 2 seconds.
You like that, baby?
And then I sat back and watched everyone go in that same hot tub after I came in it.
Stop, my ribs are hurting. Listen, official predictions. We'll start with Tony. Official prediction for Canelo versus Triple G.
I think Triple G takes it, and I think that he's gonna knock him out.
Wow.
Wow. Late, right? Late,
Late,
round?
yeah, late. I think
Hey.
Canelo's gonna
That's
run
not
out of
a normal
gas.
possibility at all.
I think he's just gonna keep. I think he's gonna keep fucking
He's training
beating him
to
down
knock his ass
until he gives up, and he's gonna be shocked that he's gonna go down. But
Listen,
Okay.
the best Triple G is when he's not scared of getting hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if he takes a few Canelo shots and doesn't feel the power, the same power, I think he just goes in and just goes for the knockout.
I think he does it by the 10th round, like literally right before it finishes. I think Canelo just
So
like
10th
his
round-
legs
10th round
give
KO,
up.
10th round KO or TKO by Triple G.
Yeah.
That's a good prediction, eh?
I say 9th round.
KO?
Triple G stopping Canelo.
Wow. I'm
But
saying-
like I said, it's either that or if it
Or
goes to the judges,
then
Canelo's
Canelo's
winning.
gonna
well, you
win.
gotta pick.
Then I'm gonna go with Triple G, guys.
Triple G
You know what
in the
I mean?
ninth
Yeah.
round. You're just gonna undercut Tony right now and just go ninth
One round.
One
Yeah.
round.
F is gonna go 8.
Piece of shit. I'm gonna say 8th round knockout. No, my real prediction is I think goes the distance. I think Triple G wins on points.
No, scratch that. My prediction
The
is
fuck?
my prediction is Canelo gets caught again. And then,
Right before the fight, and they cancel it a few weeks
and he
before.
has a rematch with Marty Rosian.
Wow.
Yo, you know what's fucked up? And Marty, that's how you say his name?
I don't know.
Whatever, Marty Rosian, he had to face a fucking Canelo ready Triple G.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Yo, that's bad.
He shouldn't have been in there with Triple G anyway, but
Anybody there?
he was ready to beat the shit out of Canelo.
Yo,
and
son,
had to
he was
fight him.
Canelo ready.
Sorry, Vans.
Sorry.
Controversial decision?
Yeah, it'll be.
Okay.
I like that question.
It'll be 2-1. What do you?
I'm going with Canelo by late round stoppage.
Really?
I think that the speed and the conditioning
We'll stop Triple
I
G.
think Triple G might be. Listen, Triple G's getting older, and Triple G, he was getting caught a lot in that
He
fight.
was.
Conditioning and his speed might be the X factor in this fight. So I'm gonna go either Canelo by late round stoppage, or he's gonna win on the scorecard and he's gonna have a knockdown on that scorecard. So I'm going Canelo. So we're split. 2 Triple G,
split.
2 Canelo.
All right, I guess we're gonna have to see.
Exactly.
Can we talk real quick? Is Joshua ducking Wilder?
That's
I mean,
what
that-
it looks
that-
like.
Yeah, that whole thing was a big deal. Everybody got excited.
Wilder's fighting Fury now, right? Tyson
Who?
Fury.
That's not official.
Who? Blind Fury?
What?
The rapper? Blind Fury? You never heard of
Blind
Blind Fury?
freestyle battler.
Yo, come on, I'm talking about Blind Fury. He's fighting Kung Fu Fury, which is a great fighter. Was a great fighter. I'm not sure he's an older fighter. That to me looks like he's ducking him, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know all the particulars, but it sounded like everything was going Joshua's way. Wilder was giving him everything he wanted, and there was an agreement. And then all of a sudden, they pulled out to fight Povetkin. Again, I don't know the particulars, but to me, it looks like Joshua was ducking him, and I don't think we're gonna see that fight. Maybe in a year or two.
So,
after we want it, just
if
like
Fury fight-
Mayweather
If
Pacquiao.
Fury
like,
fights Wilder, who do you got?
that's a tough one.
Fury's
That's a
Fury's an unorthodox guy.
Yeah.
He's a. It depends. He hasn't fought in a while. That's the only thing with Fury. He hasn't fought in a while. We don't know where his head is at.
Right.
So I would have to lean towards Wilder, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if Fury clips him. I wouldn't be surprised if he clips him and
Because
knocks him out.
remember,
Wilder is chinny.
Remember,
How's
Ortiz,
Tyson's chin? I'm not sure.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
I remember him getting knocked out. And
He's just a weird. Well, Fury's
He's
just a weird character,
awkward,
man.
man.
He's awkward. Very
I
awkward.
always say he's the most untalented heavyweight champion that I've ever seen.
But he's a tough guy.
Boy,
to
he's a
fight.
tough
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
to fight. He hits hard. He hit.
Is that the bell?
Yeah, is is George
What,
here
here?
if I can get the door or what?
Nah, but was that here or upstairs?
No, that was him.
Yeah, it was him.
Go. What are you waiting for?
It's that pizza over here, Spider.
Dance that pizza over here, Spider, you varmint. But listen, I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough because I can definitely see Tyson catching him and going down. I would love to see that. Even though I'm not a big Wilder hater, I think it's time for him to fucking go down.
Don't you want to see Wilder versus Joshua?
I do, but not.
I feel like
after
it would
that.
still happen. It still happened though.
I'm
like-
okay with Fury winning if Fury fight Josh.
Yeah,
I like Fury.
That.
I like
okay with
Fury.
that. I like Fury too. He's got a good attitude.
I'm not one of these guys that's so enthralled with Wilder and Joshua. I'll be honest with you. I'm not like one of these guys like this is the biggest. I think both guys. I just think the heavyweight, as good as these guys are, it's not the same heavyweight from the 90s. 80s,
Nah.
Oh no,
Nah,
So
nah.
I'm not one of these guys that's so enthralled by it that I'm dying to see it. So I'm okay with Fury winning that fight, to be honest with you, and not seeing Wilder.
I would love to see a Wilder Fury fight. I think I want to see Wilder Fury more than I want to see Wilder Joshua. To be honest, at this point.
All right, let's switch gears. UFC 229. Conor McGregor's finally fighting Khabib. Conor McGregor's finally fighting again.
Finally coming back.
Actually, Khabib's opening up as a 2-1 favorite in his fight.
A lot of people think that Khabib's gonna take it.
Who do you got in this fight? How do you see this fight going? Khabib's a wrestler. He's a grinder. He's gonna look to grind and suffocate Conor with wrestling. And
I'm
hold him down.
gonna tell you right now, if Khabib takes him to the ground, which is what he should do, Khabib is winning this fight. Can he take a few shots from McGregor to the chin before he gets him down? I don't know. Is McGregor still hitting as hard as he was? Remember, we haven't seen him, for almost 2 years? Year and a half?
Last time was Eddie Alvarez.
So,
Long time ago.
it's hard to judge whether he's still the same McGregor.
The only
you know
thing
what I'm
is,
saying?
in Khabib's last fight, and Khabib's a beast, he hasn't lost an MMA fight yet, he's susceptible to getting hit. And if he gets hit by Conor, he's getting slept.
That's what I'm saying.
He's getting slept. So it's really, this is like it's a fight that Khabib has to fight a perfect fight.
Right.
He has to fight a perfect fight.
Well, it's who can fight their game plan first, basically. If McGregor's tapping him early, he's going to sleep. If Khabib can get him on the ground early, McGregor's done, in my opinion.
I'm gonna go Conor.
Yeah,
I think Conor's gonna sleep Khabib.
really.
I think he's gonna sleep him. And I'm actually gonna put money on that fight.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna put money on Conor in that fight. I think, like I said, in Khabib's last fight, he looked like he has hit a lot of his fights. I just think that, he'd have to hold Conor down for 5 rounds. Maybe not. Maybe he'll wear out Conor and maybe sub him. This is a very, like you said, these guys, it's a fight of game plans and their styles.
Right.
Whose style is going to be executed at the right moment, at the right time. So I'm going to go, to me, it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
Based on stylistic matchup, but I'm going to go Conor. I think that Conor has too much power, and I think he's going to sleep Khabib.
Did you think McGregor deserved a harsher punishment for what he did? As we all know, he's not going to face any jail time, which I don't think he should. But do you think he deserved a harsher punishment?
What was
he
his
did?
punishment?
He's got to pay some fines. He's got to pay something like $300,000.
Nah, I don't think
fines.
you know why. I don't think.
Yeah,
But he just fought Mayweather.
He hurt a couple people though. That's the
He's
thing.
good with the money.
If
I think
if
the fine-
people weren't involved and he was just acting out, that's different. But
Well,
a couple people did get hurt.
I think he's going to pay. He's going to get sued. He's going to pay a lot of money to the
Yeah,
people
he's
that
gonna
hurt.
hurt, yeah.
Millions. I think that like I said, Conor's not really a criminal going around
Right.
doing things. You know what I mean? From my knowledge, I'm okay with him getting off. And
I'm excited to see his comeback.
me
To
too.
be honest, with you.
Listen,
I've been waiting, man.
I said it again. Conor McGregor is the only star the UFC has.
Yeah.
He's bigger than the brand itself, in my opinion. He's bigger than the UFC brand himself. So, I'm excited to see his return.
I'm excited for it. Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz versus Dustin Poirier, who I'm actually pretty good friends with. But I love Nate. Nate's one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah, I like Nate.
Who
Who do you got there?
I'm gonna go Poirier. I think Poirier's on a sick run right now. I think Nate do these guys even want to fight anymore?
Yeah, I know.
These guys seem like they're going out to clubs every night, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, you pay attention to Instagram, like, I don't know if they want to fight. I mean, they're natural born fighters, they can go in there and scratch anytime.
Right.
I just think Poirier's hungry right now, and Nate's threatening pulling out of the fight anyway.
I know, I read that.
So, I'm gonna go Poirier in that fight.
He's mad that he can't get the Conor trilogy, which I think he does deserve. I think Conor should have gone for that before fighting Khabib, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that
but
shit happened.
He had his game plan. I guess we'll see. I like to see Nate Diaz.
What do you think about CM Punk wanting to fight a third time? What is your comment on that?
See, we
Just
talk
a laugh?
about
Just a laugh?
just a laugh. Like, come on,
That's his
son.
comment.
It's over for you. We talked about the CM Punk debacle in the last one, right? How bad it was, how bad he got his ass beat. And
He said he wants to try again a third time. What's your comment on that?
just give up. Just give up, dog. That's it. This isn't for you. It's just not. I mean, you heard.
Go back to throwing somebody the ropes and coming back. Go back to laying on the floor. Somebody climbs the turnbuckle.
Exactly. Yeah, go back to scripted shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so that's advice from CM Punk. You know what I mean? What else? What else you wanted to talk a little baseball?
No. Before we move on, Demetrius Johnson lost.
Yeah.
Which was I didn't see the fight, but when I saw the headline, I was like, oh shit, he lost in a decision. Did you see that fight?
I did.
And what was your take on it?
I thought he lost.
Oh, you did think he lost?
Listen, you know what it is, bro. Mighty Mouse is one of the all-time greats, but we talked about it many times. I just don't get excited from fighting, watching 100-pound men fight.
Right.
I don't. It's to me, it's like two mosquitoes and stinging each other. And I'm not trying to shit on these guys. I know you guys work hard. It's just not for me. It's like women's boxing. I can't watch women's boxing.
Yeah, no.
It's just I tried watching it the other day, trying to get into it, and I just couldn't get into it. You know, so no disrespect to the
I can't watch the WNBA either.
You heard what
I can watch tennis.
you heard what that chick said in the WNBA? I don't know her name. I don't know what even team she plays for, but she was like, she feels that they deserve the same pay.
Get the fuck out of here.
That was the craziest shit I ever read online. I swear to God.
And this
The
is
craziest shit I ever read online. Most delusional
that's
shit
the
I
craziest
ever,
shit you ever read on the internet?
except for the dark web,
Oh, okay. That doesn't count.
where Picasso dose is gonna be sold at.
Only on the dark web.
Only in the dark web.
Let's talk a little bit about Picasso Dose. Let's do a little plug real quick.
It's done, man. It's done. It's getting mixed down. I'm waiting for an A1 verse. Hopefully a Spit Gems verse. Once that gets mixed down, we're gonna press up some vinyls, press up some cassettes. Do a few limited edition cassettes and vinyls. And it's coming, man. It's definitely coming before the end of the year.
Who's the production?
The Curse. The Curse produced every track once again. Features, like I said, GS Advance, A1, Spit Gems, hopefully. Got Fast Life on there. I got a track with Recognize Ali. And that's really it. I mean, it's moving. We're moving along. I'm trying to make some merch to go around. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for Tony's Connect over here to hit me up. And that's really it. That's what we're doing with that.
Do you have 6ix9ine on this album?
I wish. I wish.
Can't support it then.
I
I'm gonna support if you have a track featuring 6ix9ine.
What are your real thoughts about
Him getting robbed?
not only that, but the Fifi video? Do you think? First of all, he had an interview where he talked about how his whole rap career is a troll.
Oh, I seen that.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Which on one hand I respect, but on the other hand he's laughing at people who are really his fans of his real music. You know what I'm saying? He's basically throwing it in their face like, you like this shit, which is what a lot of people are saying. What do you feel about that? I mean, basically he's saying like, if you like my music, you're a fucking idiot.
I think that's the idiot's fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like, I don't think.
Well, I'm gonna say
he still has 10 singles on the fucking Hot 100.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like, it's the people's fault. Like, I look at the people funny more than I look at him funny.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
what do you think?
I respect him for the troll, and I respect him for saying it's a troll. I respect him
Facts,
because it's
yeah.
funny. I respect a funny meme when it comes up, but
I
never
fuck
liked
with
the
6ix9ine
music.
though. He's just a funny character.
He's a
you know what I mean?
character.
I like his character.
Just like I like Riff Raff. Riff Raff was hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? Rapping, awful, terrible. Not my fucking cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? But his personality was great. Same thing I feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, his personality is funny. I like what he's doing, but he's a buffoon at the end of the day.
Tony, what do you think?
I mean, it's like I agree a little bit with what everybody's saying. I just think I respect him for obviously he's smart. I just think that the people are stupid for buying into it and feeding into it. At the end of the day, he's the one that's eating, not everybody else. So he knows what he's doing.
Who wins in a battle, Tekashi 6ix9ine or your favorite rapper Kodak Black?
I think Kodak Black will win, but he's locked up right now. This dude is in and out of jail.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like I said before, I think 6ix9ine is the
I think
greatest personality in the history of hip hop music. I think he's an absolute genius, a marketing genius. I think he understands the music industry by building anticipation for a song, hyping it up, playing like talking about it, maybe a little preview, and then dropping it with a video. I think he understands today's music game more than people give him credit for. And like I said, I did the same thing he was doing in the MMA world when I first started. I was trolling everybody, and everybody wanted to fight Dana White, John Jones, Nate Marquardt, Uriah Faber. I trolled the whole entire MMA industry. And I think at that point, you know, the MMA industry wasn't as bubbling as it was now, and I didn't have the social networking outlets like Instagram and all that stuff, so I couldn't really go to the next level. But I really could have. Like, I had a meeting with Dana White set up to go to a next level, and I canceled it. Like, my mouth got me in trouble. So I think what 6ix9ine doing, I think he's an absolute genius. I think as far as him saying his music is trash, do you think his music is trash?
Yeah. I've said that.
So
a major difference between you and 6ix9ine is that you genuinely love the sport. He's basically saying, like, I don't give a fuck about hip hop. I'm in here just to fucking troll and to make some money. I respect him saying that, but at the same time, it pisses me off, you know what I'm saying? Because I love the music. When you were trolling, you loved MMA. That's one major difference.
Do you think he really hates the music? You gotta have some love for the music. I think he's just saying that to draw a reaction and to get like people like who are into the music upset. I'm telling you, this kid's trolling through every single angle.
I think
he's basically saying like all these guys who are like die hard old heads, hip hop heads, like Illmatic fans, and you know, like he's trolling that angle too by saying he don't give a shit. Now, to be honest, like the kid, if you listen to him, like if he came out in 96, 97, you would think he's like an Onyx type. You know what I mean? Like, sounds like Fredro Starr. Sounds like, you know, one of those aggressive, raw rappers. You know, Nine. You know what I'm trying to say? Lyrically, he's probably not up to par with them, but he has the same sound, like that aggressive, hardcore style.
Right.
So it's like voice-wise and his cadence, I don't think it really, you know, but lyrically, is he good? No. But he knows how to make it. This music's not about lyrics anymore. It's about like a vibe.
Right, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's about a feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I agree. I think he's a marketing genius, and I mean, if you look at everything that he's done so far, with the whole like, he went to fucking O Block in Chicago and he's recording this shit, but yet he was there for like not even 15 seconds or whatever.
It was like 4:45.
Right, and then he faked.
Right. You hear birds chirping.
Yeah.
And shit.
And then he pretended like he got robbed for his chain. This is the thing, is that he is a marketing genius, I think, and he knows what he's doing. But he also knows that if somebody really tries to fuck with him, he has real people behind him, and that's why I think he's doing that.
That's what makes him troll even more.
Because he knows he has that.
I mean?
It's not that he's unstoppable. I don't think that he knows that he can't get killed if he gets caught slipping. Obviously, something could happen
I
to
know
him.
there's a line.
But he just knows that
He's confident in his
Right.
goons. You know what I mean?
Calling numbers at the bottom. You guys want to call in 347-770-0871. Yeah, we're gonna start that early. Now let's talk about the robberies. The chain. Him getting his chain snatched.
I mean, that was clearly fake because I think he just posted up a video. No?
At first, I thought it was an insurance scam, like Kim Kardashian type shit.
Right.
He really got robbed? You're saying?
He got robbed.
So you're saying he bought the same chain over?
Right. So what happened is, I don't want be like a dry snitch and give out names. I followed the guy that robbed him.
Oh,
I
well.
followed the guy. He's part of the same gang.
Yeah, I heard it was yeah.
Same gang, 9 trade buttons. And what happened was with that, it was 6ix9ine. He's with that dude Shoddy, that dude Treyway, and they all came up together. Like even like Jim Jones is part of that clique. Like, so a lot of dudes that 6ix9ine came up with that were protecting him, he dropped them. Like he dropped them. Like once the fame came out, he dropped them. So like these dudes went back to the street and they were starving. Like he wasn't giving them any money. So this one dude is like a big time like 9 Trey blood. Like,
I know who you're
I
talking
want
about.
no
yeah.
parts of this dry
He's
story.
a big
I'm
time-
gonna walk away while you're over here telling us the game's to be sold, not told. I'm gonna walk away for a second.
So anyway, what happened was it was payback. Like he had to pay back.
Right.
Like so he took his shit. You know what I mean? He took and you know.
Yeah, because there was like a split
like a split.
when
yeah,
he
there was
blew
a
up.
split in that movement,
Because they were
yeah.
all like fucking with each other,
Yeah.
moving
I
as
mean,
one.
it's all over the internet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all over the internet. You really pay attention, it's all over the internet.
That's a fact.
So you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's a murky subject because you know you can't support the whole hood, bro.
That's a fact.
You can't support the whole hood. You know what I mean?
You're gonna go broke doing
You're
it.
gonna go broke doing.
But you know how
it,
some
you
of them feel, like, you know, if you don't feed the wolves, you know what I mean, they're gonna feed
Right,
off
right.
you type shit, you know?
So at the end of the day, that's what that. But like I said, I think the kid's a genius, and you know I've been saying that for a long time now. Now let's talk about.
Oh wait, how do you feel about the Fifi video though? Like, do you?
I think that it was smart that he did that with Nicki Minaj.
Oh, of course.
I like that he did that with her.
That's a PR.
I just
move.
think that
that's his management over here lining up big moves for him, which is smart. I mean, he's in the video. Just you know, the song itself kind of sucks. Even Nicki's verse sucks. It's in there fucking plugging away at an ice cream bar like it's his fucking boyfriend from fucking Katsaki. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't see where the troll is. It's just, you know, to make people uncomfortable or I'm doing with Lil Uzi Vert wearing the skirts and
But
fucking.
for some reason, for this kid, it's working. It's working, bro. Like you said, he's 9 for 9 on the Billboard.
Okay.
Yeah, this record was like number 3. You know what I mean? It's working for the kid. Like and like you said, like A says, whether you like his music or not, like his personality is just like he has it. He has the juice. He has it right now. You know what I mean? So, and right now I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. Like he's the most talked about guy in the industry.
Yeah, true.
You know, and he knows how to keep himself relevant. He like literally mastered the game. Like he literally knows what to say, what to do, what to put out at the right time.
It's
You know,
funny because he gets no radio play in New York. If you listen to
None.
New York radio,
You don't need that.
you
No
don't need it
radio.
anymore. You don't
He just came off a European tour.
Yeah, he's making
You
money.
know what I
man.
mean?
We gotta stop talking about this kid for a little while. It's
Treyway.
Straightway, straightway.
yeah.
Alright, so
He
let's
had
talk
fucking
about-
Nicki Minaj screaming Treyway in the song.
Let's
That's
talk about the censorship of
Ooh.
Alex Jones and InfoWars. Banned from Facebook, banned from YouTube, banned from Spotify, banned from Apple, and banned probably from a plethora of other things.
Kind of
man.
one world order shit is
They're
that.
basically cutting him out of the internet.
You think he knows something? I know he claims he knows a lot of shit. But you think that he, what was it that basically
Well,
got him?
first off, okay, this was all coordinated. There's a reason why all these companies banned him on the same day. This was a coordinated
Of course.
attack on InfoWars. All these major tech leaders and CEOs all came together, and this was a coordinated attack on InfoWars and Alex Jones. Now, Alex Jones, when he first started, he was really just a straight up conspiracy guy. He wasn't really now he's been more into the politics aspect of things, like more like conservative, Trump, pro right. Before then, he was just a conspiracy guy, and a lot of heat came over him over the Sandy Hook thing. Which, listen, people take it what they want, and I'm not gonna make any claims. I did my own investigation on Sandy Hook, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna jump on Alex Jones' wagon, but some things seem murky to me and weird with that whole story. I'm not gonna say it's a hoax, it's a fake, or it's fake, but something doesn't seem. If you connect the dots, something doesn't seem right. That's all I'm gonna say on that subject. But this was a coordinated attack on free speech, and the thing is, people could say, "Oh yeah, but these are private-owned companies," but they are basically choosing what can be said and what cannot be said. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's if Alex Jones is being banned, why are other people who are spewing hateful, vile vitriol and they're not getting banned? You know what I mean? Why isn't Farrakhan, who says horrible things about Jews and white people in general, or the Black Hebrew Israelites, why do they have their channels? Why do Antifa have their channels? It's all hateful stuff. Some of these people call for the extermination of other races. You know what I'm trying to say? So why is it only Alex Jones? So it's Now what we're having coordinated attacks to remove powerful, influencers and thought provokers. You know what I'm trying to say? Infowars, you can say what they want. I mean, they're huge. It's a huge,
Right, it's a huge
brand,
company.
a huge network. So to me, this was a step towards a totalitarian, authoritarian, you know, dictatorship in the world of media and news. And this is why, like I said, like it's a slippery slope. Whether you like Alex Jones or not, whether you say you're on the far left, I mean, it's even a slippery slope for you because now who's to say that one day what you're saying isn't hateful and now you're gonna take off the internet.
Right.
Like now you're opening up Pandora's box. People could go back on your social network 10, 15 years ago and find one bad thing you said and be like, no, this guy's fired. We don't want him working for our company. It just sets a very dangerous precedent. And it's like really like a 1984 Orwellian type maneuver. You know what I mean? So, F, you want to add any commentary to that?
Yeah, I agree with you with the slippery slope, man, because even though I'm not a fan of Alex Jones, I don't really like anything that he has to say, I don't agree with any of his conspiracy theories, he should be able to say them. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying, well, it's hate speech, you know what I mean? It's hate speech, and he's threatening to kill people, and people should die. But why, A, this one specific guy you're taking his videos off, and B, why was it all done at the same time when also C, he's been spewing the same shit for years.
For years.
And you
Why
guys
now?
have loved making revenue off of his ads for his 2.4 million viewers on YouTube for years and years and years, and then none of the websites or the apps who took down his podcast can name one specific reason. They're all just saying he violated our policies. Or hate speech
Right.
and
The
bullying.
policy is a bunch of legal jargon that
And
nobody...
he's been doing this forever. You guys have been.
So they didn't say why. Like
They just
what
said
exactly
he
he
violated.
said?
They haven't said the one specific thing or
That's
two specific
corny.
things or whatever. They just said, oh, he was warned before, he was cited before, but then they all took him out in the same 2 days. This happened in a 2-day time span that you guys just took him off. And actually, it's probably making him even more popular because people who've never heard of him are now hearing about him and now want to hear his views. And so certain other people are going to take it like a 6ix9ine troll. Certain other people are going to be like, oh, well, he's just bullshit. They said that there was a video that showed an adult pushing a child to the ground.
And this is why Trump won. Because what happens is you have like elitists, Hollywood elitists. You have, celebrities telling you, this guy's a piece of shit. This guy's a bad guy. Constantly telling you what to vote, who to vote for, and people are naturally gonna rebel against that. And what it's gonna do is gonna start looking into the person you keep on slandering and character assassinating. And I'm telling you right now, like the way things are going, the left side of politics are really digging themselves a grave. Because what's happening is you're waking up people and you're aggravating people that are kind of like, the slept on people of this country, the quiet voters, you know what I mean? That are gonna come out and basically say, you know what, who the fuck are you to tell me who to vote for? Who the fuck are you to tell me that I'm stupid for voting for this person? Who the fuck are you to remove a guy that I listen to all the time? You know what I mean? Like, so I think Trump's gonna win in a landslide in 2020, and I think also that this was a move also to remove a powerful, influential guy before the midterm elections take place.
Right. I mean, that makes sense.
Because right now the Democrats are so obsessed, and the left is so obsessed with getting this guy out that they're willing to do anything it takes. Like all the Russian collusion stuff how long is this going to go on? You know what I mean? So I just think, overall though, taking that out, I just think it sets a very dangerous precedent for freedom of speech, for free thinkers, to people who oppose monolithic groupthink. It's dangerous. It's dangerous, and it's you gotta watch what you say. You gotta watch what you say now.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. I mean, listen, we're not that removed from when black people couldn't talk on the radio, gay people couldn't talk on the radio. At some point, the government decided that wasn't allowed. They didn't want black people to have a voice on the radio, on TV. Gay people, they didn't want them to have women. We're not too far from when women couldn't have a voice on radio or TV. You understand? And then things started changing. So now we're kind of reverting back to the government deciding, maybe not the government, but these certain big powers deciding who we should and should not be able to listen to. On the other hand, these are private organizations. Apple, YouTube, they're private companies who lend you their platform to run ads on through your channel, and B, you use their platform. So, they should have the right to ban who they want, but there's such collusion here where they were all his stuff was taken off so many websites that it just sounds fishy. If he comes out right now with a conspiracy theory about it, I'm inclined to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right now, you
make it
like
more
you
credible,
said,
yeah.
like you said, you're making it more credible with some of the stuff other people might have thought he was a kook about.
You're making it more credible.
Right.
100%. Now, what's going to happen? He went on Twitter, Alex Jones. He goes, "This proves that everything I was saying was true." And like I said, now people are going to seek him out. And like I said, you kind of make the side that you're trying to overthrow more bigger and more popular by doing things like that. So for me, it's like I said, the left is digging himself in a ditch by pulling these tyrannical maneuvers. They really are, and it's going to backfire.
Yeah, it's really New World Order type of moves.
Yeah, it's listen, and like I said, whether you agree left or right, it's a New World Order type move, and it's scary, and it really is scary. Like I said, you remember what happened with me a couple of years ago. Last year it happened to me. So, I want to see Alex Jones back on info. I want to see him back on YouTube. Hopefully they reinstate him.
I mean, the good thing is that, like, this dude could still exist on the internet. Let's say, hypothetically
Yeah, for
speaking,
now.
hypothetically
That's the
speaking,
thing. That's the crazy thing.
like let's say Twitter didn't ban him. You said, right?
Right.
All right. Let's say Twitter bans him, Facebook, all these platforms, right?
Facebook banned him.
The good thing is that
You can still have.
you can still have a website,
Yeah.
but where it's gonna change, where I feel like everything is gonna change as far as freedom of speech goes and all that shit, is when they are allowed to say 3 strikes you're out, or 1 strike you're out, and you're not able to be on the internet at all, the same way that they would put you in jail and you're in a cage. That's scary. That's scary.
It says other presidents, like even for me, like, all right, so they're saying Alex Jones was saying hateful. What's the next step? They're gonna say like religion, like Christianity is hateful because it preaches against homosexuality and other things, and we gotta remove that. What's next? It just keeps on going and going and going. See, the whole thing with the Alex Jones thing, a lot of the big thing was the Sandy Hook thing. But at the end of the day, listen, freedom of speech, right? It doesn't involve like being like protective of people's feelings either. You know what I mean? Like just because people feel a certain way, whether those kids really died or not, you have the right to speculate and think that it was maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Have the right
and yes, you might hurt people's feelings in the process, but that's what makes this country great. Like the truth of the matter is like, facts really don't care about feelings. Not saying that it was a fact that those kids didn't die, but you have every right to connect dots, do your research, and speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? And you shouldn't be banned for that because, listen, at the end of the day, I understand those kids really did die, and the parents are hurt. I can understand, but that's the benefit of living in this country. You're allowed to say what you want. You know what I mean? But the whole thing is, it's selective now. Like, it's selective who these major companies get to pick and choose. So if like you have people like Alex Jones and people that are more right on the right, are they going to keep getting banned? Anybody from the left going to get banned? The dude James Gunn, who directed Guardians of the Galaxy, was saying pedophilia type stuff for years on his Twitter. He's still on Twitter. He's not banned. One of the guys on, I think one of the Baldwins, said something about pedophilia in regarding to Trump's son. How come he's still on Twitter? Why is it selective who gets banned and who doesn't get banned?
Because they're gonna push their agenda.
And that's the thing. And the truth of the matter is, like, the right radical left owns Hollywood.
Exactly.
Obviously, they own, pretty much the music industry. They own all these major tech companies. So, like I said, it's gonna be there's gonna be problems in this country if it continues to go down this route. You know what I mean?
I think what might wind up happening is the government is going to step in and tell these big corporations what they can and can't do, and that's an even bigger problem when we have the government controlling the media now. I mean, it's bad enough that a lot of the media is owned by maybe 3 or 4, and this this is how it starts.
Constantly telling the people on the right that they're the fastest, they're the one, but they are the ones that are trying to suppress free speech. They are the ones that are protesting and blocking people from speaking their mind. They want their ideological view to be the objective, philosophy of this country. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna happen. And,
Well, how far left are we gonna go?
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, today's Democratic Party is not the Democratic Party. Like, I was never a Democrat, but I remember the Democratic Party being more moderate.
Right.
Now it's so far radical left that actually, like, the girl that they're pushing now is not even a Democrat. She's a socialist. The Spanish chick, Alexandria Ocasio. She's not even a Democrat. She's a socialist.
Yeah.
Like, this is how far they're going. They're kind of endeavoring into communistic, politics now, in a way. You know what I mean? So
well,
it's
they don't have a candidate, and I think they're reaching. You know what I mean? They don't have a candidate for 2020 at all. They're talking about bringing Bernie back. Bernie's like fucking 90.
So like bringing Hillary back.
Nah, I don't think
here.
that's gonna happen. That's another thing. People are all pissed off over the Russians interfering with the voting. I don't think so much they interfere with the voting. They just exposed what was going on with Hillary and what she was doing. You know what I mean? How she cut Bernie's throat, pretty much. You know what I mean? To not be voted in. I mean, I don't want that to. I don't want the Russians to fucking interfere in anything. But at the end of the day, you got to know what you're mad at. You know what I mean? You got to understand what it is that you're upset at. And this whole thing with Alex Jones, like you said, it's just a slippery slope, man. And we got it because it affects us in everything. It affects us in art. It affects us in the media. It affects you with the clothing brand. What's to say all of a sudden, you can't use certain colors, you can't use certain faces. You know what I mean? You're banned. That offends me. You know what I mean? It's just a very slippery slope. We got to keep an eye on.
All right. Well, let's switch gears now. What do you want to talk about next?
I don't know.
Anything on your mind?
What did we have on the list? You want to talk about the debacle that's the New York Mets?
No.
It's a waste of time.
Leave it like that. Let's talk about Hulk Hogan being inducted back into the WWE Hall of Fame. Let's talk about that.
I knew that was gonna happen.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that it's not something that was gonna blow over. I think it's something that the WWE took.
Now that
Right,
you said
well, that's what they were betting
I
on.
forgot too.
That's of course because that's what they were betting on. They were betting on that people were gonna forget about it. I'm sure they pulled Hogan to the side and told him, "Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? We're gonna do actually big your name up even more. You know what I mean? And people are gonna want you in the Hall of Fame, and then we're gonna re-induct you. It's gonna be a whole big thing." And that's what happened. I don't really, I don't care about the WWE Hall of Fame. I know my favorite wrestlers are. I know why I watched it. I love it.
I heard your favorite wrestler is Goldust.
It is actually. He was actually a good wrestler.
He was. Let me comment. Let me comment on Hogan. All right.
Yeah,
First off, I'm gonna say this. Okay. Hogan, what he said was terrible.
Yeah,
Obviously, it was racist and terrible. Do I think Hogan's a racist? No. I believe that you can make racist comments and not really be a racist. Right?
Yeah.
Race should be done by action, not during that time. It was at a very low, at a low point in life when you're at the very bottom. Your mind goes into places where it's very dark, and you say things that are so nasty and disgusting. I think about people like when I was at my lowest place. You know what I mean? Awful, terrible things that people wouldn't look at. It happens. You know what I mean? And what happened was he was in private. He didn't know he was being videotaped, and he said those things. Now, has Hogan shown he was racist by his actions? Nobody's ever said he's been a racist. Nobody's ever said Hogan's been a racist. No wrestler. I think people are being too hard on him. But this is the society we live in. It's like everybody's just so quick to label somebody and like, yo, this guy's this guy's that. Throw him to the trash. He's garbage. Like, yo, all said terrible things, man.
Bro, could you imagine if we got recorded like throughout our whole lives?
Bro,
and so a certain
never
point,
get hired.
bro,
I would never get hired.
I'd have been dead.
Yeah, I'd be probably dead. People I'd be locked up because I've made some horrible threats to people. I'd be either dead because the things I said about people might get them to try to kill me first. Third, I think I disrespected every single race in this country. Doesn't mean I'm racist. No, it means I'm angry and I'm stupid and ignorant at that moment. I'm in a low place and it happens. Like, yo, he said it. Hogan said some racist shit. All right. Has he shown he's done anything racist? Has he ever held a black man down? No. Like, yo, move on, man. Like, yo, living is like fucking shit. I'm over it already. Like everybody's a fucking sensitive, emo, fucking little bitch. Like, really?
Nah, it's
Am
true.
I
That's
wrong
a
here?
fact.
When
No,
saying
no.
these things?
That's
You
why I
know?
brought that question up, because I feel like even from like somebody like me, or even the person that you think is might be like the sweetest person that may have never said anything racist or bad or whatever, if you record what they do or what they say outside the public eye, or what, you know, the conversations that you have with family, and have thought and said some foul shit that would not get them hired, that would fucking make people hate them,
But then again, we
etc.
go back to what people think is foul shit is changing. You know what I'm saying? And what's next? You know what I mean? What are people gonna condemn you for saying next? You know what I'm saying? That right now we may be talking about a certain topic, and a few years down the line, they're gonna go back and be like, "Oh, you see this podcast? They spoke about this,
Right.
and it's not okay now." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So-
Could you? I mean, could you imagine if on this podcast? That's why I'm very careful with what I say, because could you imagine if I say some shit about somebody in the streetwear industry that for some reason I just make a comment about him now, and because of that comment, 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, when I'm trying to do something big, they fucking take this clip and they fucking surface it all over the internet, and then that's it. It's game over.
Exactly. Yeah. That. Um, I mean, it doesn't matter to me if he's in the Hall of Fame or not. I don't think he should be judged for what they do. You know what I
Not
mean?
just me, it's just people in general. It's like everybody's such a self-righteous, like prick.
Right.
Like, bro, everybody's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Everybody in this world
That's a
is
fact.
a
No,
piece of shit.
I know,
grinding
fact.
things. Everybody.
But that's what's funny is the people that say, "Oh my, I can't believe you said the N word," or "I can't believe this person did that," are the same people that go home and make a comment to themselves while they're watching TV
Right.
or to their
Or
friend.
talk about something else.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? That could be taken that way.
But everybody, there's a ton of hypocrisy
Yeah,
in this
everyone-
world,
everyone's a piece
and
of shit.
sensitivity.
I mean, it is what it is. All right, let's move on to the next topic.
I got a new segment I want to
All
bring
right,
up
let's
to
go.
the show.
Let's do the new segment.
It's called Generic New York Jerk Job Word of the Day. This episode's word is gyro. If you don't know what a gyro is,
Kill yourself.
Yeah, don't even fucking talk to me anymore. In Greece or in other parts of the world, it's pronounced gyro, right? I was having this discussion with somebody, and I'm talking about a gyro, and they're like, "Oh no, you mean your gyro?" Like, no, I mean a fucking gyro. When I'm in Greece, I won't say the word gyro. I'll say gyro because that's what it's called over there. But you're here in New York. In New York, it's a gyro. Make sure you get it right. Learn it. GYR. Go to order gyro.
Word?
Oh fuck. Oh man, am I gonna get banned? Is that not allowed? In 2025, that word will be banned.
Listen, it's Giro, jerk job.
Fuck you.
It's fucking Giro. I'm calling it a Giro from now on. Can I get a Giro?
You're off the show.
I don't want a gyro. I want a fucking Giro.
You're off the show.
All right. So that was a new segment, generic New York jerk job.
Word of the day.
Gyro, yeah.
Gyro.
Call it a gyro, right?
That's a fact.
Yeah, everybody here
Call it
calls it gyro. Stop it.
gyro. Yeah.
Go somewhere and call it you. I'll fucking slap you.
Let's
Yeah,
move
yeah.
let's move into the next topic. What do you got?
Yo, the phone's on, or people just fucking.
Nah,
stupid?
let me know so that we could tell them.
Are the
Because
phones
there's
on
people
right now?
Are
probably
they on?
No, I'll turn it on. Take some
Oh, it hasn't
Oh,
been on. You can give out the phone number for the fucking
Oh, you
line.
didn't tell me.
Jesus Christ! Turn the fucking phone.
It's all
on.
good, guys. We only have 4 people in live.
Holy.
Nah, we
shit.
had 8 at one point online.
Call in live right now. Anything you guys want to talk about? 346.
Because of those words.
Hold on.
We had 8.
20 before. That's because people are probably calling in and they're like getting frustrated. Like, what the fuck? I give up.
Thanks a lot.
Call in number is 347-770-087. You jabronis want to talk about
Yeah,
it?
save the show.
We can
This
talk
show's-
about.
This show's going downhill fast. I'm losing them.
What do you think about Trump calling LeBron?
What do you call them again? I
He
forgot.
said he called him pretty much a low IQ imbecile. Him and Don Lemon.
I think he is.
Low. I did like Bonjour. I did like Adam and Eve. Other than that, I wasn't really feeling album besides those 2 tracks. I And
Yeah.
I think Kanye actually knocked it out the ballpark this summer. I thought Kanye with his solo album, the Kids See Ghost album, the Pusha T album,
Pusha T
he
album
was on
was
fire.
Who's Tiana Taylor's album?
Time to preach, preachy.
Yeah, way too
You know what I
preachy. I
mean?
think
Like-
he was with Kanye and trying to keep up. What to talk about?
Anything, everything.
You want to give it a plug?
Yeah, gotta give it a plug.
Yeah, go
Plug
ahead.
your podcast real quick.
Go ahead. Fucking piece of garbage. Anyway, plug your podcast on our podcast. What are you, nuts? I'm trying to find out what song.
Wow, Pinzu. Sorry about that, bro.
Pin. I'm trying to. You're over here plugging a whole podcast. How you gonna start? How dare you? Happens. Thanks for calling in.
Hold in.
Anybody else? Is Jessica still there?
How about it? Coward.
Uh,
You know, the other day, I'm talking to a girl that I really like, and she has no respect. She keeps sending me kissies, telling me to come to bed with her. I you know what? I have
Really?
respect for the Don.
what does she do? If you don't mind me asking.
You spoke to her already. She's a head. She works
Yeah,
in the
but-
place.
Oh, that's her. That's her.
That's
Oh, that's her.
That's
That's her.
Jessica, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that from? She's from the West Coast.
She lives in right now. She lives in Pennsylvania, in the Poconos.
Yeah, don't call them. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Anybody else gonna call in and say
Anybody
the
else
show?
gonna
or
call
what?
in or what? Otherwise, you know what?
What else? Hey, you want to talk about anything? What's going on in your life?
I wish you were my daddy.
What? the- That sounds like something Antonio would call in and say.
Just
Nah,
to recap, yes, I am a father.
Yeah, we gotta bring that back.
A 9-year-old daughter. Yes, I have 2 kids now. Recap.
Oh yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3.
Freddie
One's in a
Fresh
dumpster.
Come on.
We got a live caller. Call in.
Fast hands, who the fuck is this?
Hey, what's up, bozos? It's Charlie.
What's going on, Charlie?
Hey, not much. I wanted to disagree with y'all about one of the things on the Alex Jones topic.
You're wrong, but go ahead.
So with the YouTube and the Google issue, those we give them the benefit that that's the strongest one. But with Facebook, they ended up just doing it because everybody else was taking them off, and Facebook wants to kind of capitulate to everybody who's criticizing them online about who they let use their platform. It's mainly because they kind of work in tangent with politicians and with the news, whereas Google, they really don't have anything to lose by having somebody controversial on their platform. So that's just my 2 cents. Welcome to y'all's take on it.
Well, yeah, I think that's the funny thing, and that's kind of the thing about it, that they all followed suit. You know what I'm saying? And it can't really be follow the leader because, they're all big at the same time. Google, Facebook, AOL, what was the other one? They're all up there, you know what I mean? So it's not like if one does it, the other one has to do it. If anything, if Google took it off and YouTube took it off, Facebook would benefit even more.